keyboardist, producer, musician. And I'm going to be at the Tobago Jazz Music and Golf Weekend 2025. When they asked me if I wanted to be in Tobago on April 26, 2025 to play some music at the Beachfront Jazz event, of course I had to say yes. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on April 26th in Tobago at the Tobago Jazz Music and Golf Weekend. See you there.
That's right, Tobago is the place to be for Bob Baldwin and some other big names that we're going to talk about as we get ready to basically migrate at this point. The amount of things happening in Tobago. Of course, directors of Black Two Sugars, Gill and Sheldon Roach joins us on the Now Morning Show to tell us all about the Tobago Jazz Music and Golf Weekend. Gentlemen, good morning and Happy New Year!
Happy New Year to you.
I'm really excited about this new year because we started off with real things started to the calendar already. First quarter even for us, and we're ready for the next one. But as our previous guest would have told us, this is just a part of continuing to make sure that that time of year, when we usually go to Tobago anyway, we have a plethora of things to choose from now. This one being a little different because it starts with golf, right, Mr. Roach?
Correct. So we have been having the jazz shows we have been having for the last 2 years. We have been doing the jazz shows, and one of the things that we always recognize when we talk to our patrons, there's a lot of interest in golf, right? There's a lot of interest in golf from those who come to our shows. They actually have been on the other years having golf, playing golf on the weekends. So we wanted to incorporate that spirit into the program.
So what does that actually look like? It means like amateurs like me who's never saw a golf club in her life could join into the fray, or we want professionals. Tell me more about the golf weekend.
Anybody, because the idea is that we're registering teams of 2. So if, let's say, amateur and a professional want to get together, so you could learn, so we're registering teams of 2, and everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
Well, what we're winning in this tournament, is it bragging rights, or do we have actual things?
No, we're going to have prizes.
Okay.
We will have prizes in the tournament, and we are even pushing to have teams sponsored by corporate Trinidad. So we're looking at that as well. It hasn't been confirmed as yet, so I don't want to.
But fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And something tells me you have some time.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time. So we're working on that as well. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. We kick it off with with the golf on Friday. And then, of course, there's Come-In the evening, which is for everybody who has come. They had a nice day of golf, and everybody else come and enjoy a nice lime. It's a nice Trini lime.
A nice Trini lime, a nice cooler fetch,
yes.
right?
It's a cooler.
So we are getting ready to go straight from the tournament into this event?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're walking on the course with the cooler. I like it. All right. And in terms of that one, the swinging on the greens, the golf experience is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's a whole day situation. And then the cooler will actually take place in the same afternoon.
The same afternoon, but not at the same venue. It will be at Sin Romana, right, which is in Lowlands, which is actually across the street from the golf course. You know what I mean? So, so you can come across, have some fun, walk with your cooler, and
But it does mean that you need to have separate access in terms of tickets or registration.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit as to how we're registering for the golf tournament first, and then the cooler event, how we're connecting.
Well, we will talk more on our website that we have, where we will access all events, right? Being able to register for the golf, being able to get your tickets for Come-In and for Beachfront Jazz, right? So everything is there on our website right now. One of the things we want to indicate now, when we say Come-In, right? So the golf in the morning, Come-In in the evening. Come-In as a cooler event we started last year, and was a resounding success, right? Caught us by surprise, actually, because it was just really for those coming across to the weekend to just have something to warm up to the excitement of the weekend.
Meanwhile, it heats up the place.
Correct, right? So we have a lot of plans that we'll be launching and discussing during the next couple of weeks for that, because we have live entertainment also that will be there from both Tobago and from Trinidad will be participating in the school event. We really hope there's a nice opportunity for everybody who is part of the weekend to see each other. You may see some of the entertainers there, right? And that's the Friday basically.
Hey, it's packed.
And talking about the website, our website is https TobagoJazzMusicWeekend.com.
TobagoJazzMusicWeekend.com. All right.
Right.
So that we can get all the tickets
can get all the
booking.
information. Can even book your stay at Magdalena, because Magdalena is on board as one of our major sponsors. So you could book your stay at Magdalena as well, and purchase all your tickets for the events. Get all the information you need.
Sounds good. Now, granted though that we do know there are other events proceeding, and as we said, partnerships and discussions are taking place, let's talk a little bit about the sustainability of these types of events. It is not exactly the original, as our previous guest said, replacement or anything like that to Tobago Jazz. Quite different.
Yes.
And in terms of the ability to continue it, you said that the crowd for coming took you by surprise.
Yeah.
It sounds like it is very much something that will be sustained for years to come.
We believe so. The thing is, we changed a number of things about what the traditional jazz event was. Like, for example, Beachfront Jazz is a drinks-inclusive event, which was not the norm. Jazz events were normally cooler events. So we made that change with a little bit of pushback this year, but everybody who came enjoyed it, and it was amazing. So we that was a win for us, you know. So we're looking to take that win forward, and I think it's very sustainable. What we have done this year is that, in 2024, all the artists were local. In 2025, we have added 2 international acts. Bob Baldwin, an American jazz pianist, and Ilan Trotman out of Barbados. Added to that, we also have people like Stephanie Joseph out of Tobago. Yes, she's an amazing performer. We have Clifford Charles, guitarist, and we also have Ray Holman and Tony Paul.
Can't have jazz without them.
Yeah.
It just fits in.
Right, and then we have our backup band, which we call the Beachfront Jazz Band, led by Emile Fortune. And there's also Andre Jack on bass, and Nicholas, where's Nicholas sitting again? I can't remember, it slips me. And on drums, and of course, Clifford would join that quartet as the guitarist.
So that we have a nice blend to make sure we do have that longevity. I see what you're doing here. I ask this because the average person doesn't necessarily get the full idea of what it takes to make something sustainable. We just enjoy the party. We enjoy the drinks, may I just say. And so the ability to continue these things are an important part of the discussion so that people can understand the value they're getting for their money.
Right.
That's definitely something I want to make sure they understand. So granted that the Saturday Beachfront Jazz is the main event, you were talking about partnering with Magdalena to make that happen in terms of booking.
And
do we have other partners?
Well, at the moment, we are talking with a number of them. Like, for example, in 2024, the event was held at Starfish. One of the things we realized is that the venue did not allow for growth. So we had to find a venue that could hold more people. And that's the move to Magdalena. Again, all in the whole thing about continuing to be sustainable. You know, so that move was essential. We were able to get Magdalena on board. Thank you very much, Magdalena. And Happy New Year to all the folks there. And so we push forward with what we are doing, and we think it will be a success.
May I just add, as you're talking Magdalena, so Magdalena coming on board with Black Two Sugars allows for a lot of things to take place, because if you recognize, we talked about the golf is at Magdalena, we talked about Cameen, which is across the road from Magdalena, and Beachfront. So Magdalena has also given us incredible packages. So you come, you stay at Magdalena, and you have you have the whole experience at your fingertips. You know, so it's a great weekend for everyone.
And but the weekend not done, right?
No.
Because after this Saturday, we still have event on Sunday.
Yes, we have an event on Sunday that is being actually produced by some friends of ours, David Wales and Nigel Campbell. So they have decided to come in with us and produce this event on Sunday afternoon. Details are, there will be entertainment. Yeah.
And this one is a little bit later to accommodate the aftermath of the jazz, I understand.
Because you will need to rest.
See the planning, I see the planning, a bruncheon of sorts. And that one starts at 10, featuring a lineup of Tobago artists. Yes. Now, I quite like that we are making a conscious effort to include, of course, persons from Tobago, but the region as well, for that growth, that diaspora, that sustainability, and the fact that a lot of people are going to be coming across for the holiday. But in terms of the production being separate, a separate team that is, does that mean that we have to separately acquire tickets or passes for that, or same website giving us access to everything?
Same website gives you access to everything.
Right. Now we're looking at like a day pass situation per day, per event tickets. What options do we have?
We have not looked at that as yet, to be very honest.
Look at me giving you ideas.
You understand? So thank you very much. All right. So yeah, we'll call. So we haven't looked at a day pass or a weekend pass, not a day pass, a weekend pass as yet, but it's something probably we can consider.
Because there's a lot, and the fact that you took time to give us some time to rest so we can go to all of them, it makes complete sense to me. Now, granted that we know Black Two Sugars is going to be doing events throughout the year, are there other things we could look forward to on the calendar? Let me know if I need to look into the next quarter already.
All right, you could start booking Carnival Sunday morning.
Yes.
Carnival Sunday morning, we have an event called Caution.
Caution, that's correct.
Right.
That is our breakfast party.
That's our breakfast party, and it will be held at Center of Excellence.
Already, in the East.
Right, and we have confirmed already as acts. We have Ding Dong, and we have Ronnie McIntosh, and we're in conversation with at least 2 others. So
Center of Excellence, Carnival Sunday. This is a morning, this is afternoon.
This is morning. This starts
at breakfast. Because we say breakfast party, but we eat breakfast late. So 10 a.m. At the Center of Excellence. And we can find out all of this and more on the website. Yes?
No, this one is not on that website. This is the jazz website. So, but you can go on to B2S's Facebook to get information on Carnival Sunday and everything else.
So Tobago Jazz Music and Golf Weekend is one that we can register for the golf, we can book our tickets, we can even book our accommodation for on the website. Remind me of the website again.
It's Tobago Jazz Music Weekend.com.
Right. And in terms of what we are hoping to see where that Tobago Jazz Weekend is concerned, because with the events happening the week before, leading into yours, there's a big influx. We always talk about accommodation and flights and those sorts of things. 2025, we're putting it out there. What do we hope to see, Mr. Roach, from airlines, coordinators, everybody else involved?
So one of the main things is, and even from your guests before, there's a lot of conversation taking place very early. So there is time for the ANC bridge to adjust to accommodate what we're looking for. One of the things as Black Two Sugars, we did a lot of events in Trinidad, but we recognize that Tobago is in need of there's a lot of space to fill, right? So there is Carnival in March. So now we have Easter, we have Jazz at the end of April. Of course, there's always Java, right? And then, of course, we are coming back again for October with the Carnival. So it's really just to build that Tobago space, build the tourism in Tobago, and we want to be a part of that accomplishment, basically.
Yeah, because we launched this event in September of last year. And the idea was that we could get the message out, not just to Trinidad, but to the diaspora, to the region. And we have started to do that. So, yeah. So the hope is that we bring people not only from Trinidad, but from the islands and even from internationally as well.
Guys, the hope or the intention to be part of that is actually being realized. Yes. And so we're going to mark our calendars because from the 25th to the 27th of April, we're going to Tobago earlier. It's real things, and it's all happening because Black Tea Sugars are making sure that they are a part of the conversation as well. Tobago Jazz Music and Golf Weekend is on, and we are going to keep our eyes and ears open. Talk to you before then, hopefully.
Of course.
Best of luck, guys. But for now, we take a break and we come back with more here in our morning show.
Happy New Year to everyone again.
Hey, don't go anywhere. Where you going?
I totally done with you. Sorry.